So we are ready to buy your domain and your hosting. And again, your domain is the name, the address that your website will be at, and the hosting is the place where we're going to put files in order to create your website. All you need to know right now is you need to go to hostgator.com and you want to go View Website Hosting Plans. Now there are 3 different plans to choose from. You could go with this first level. You get 1 domain and you can build your website on here. I highly recommend that you go with the baby plan because it gives you unlimited domains. I have 1 plan that I pay for and I have actually like 15 different domains on it. Now for my TechBuzz business, I actually have 3 different websites that I use with that business. You never know, even though you're buying one right now for either your blog or your website, you never know when you might need another one. There's lots of different reasons why you might. So kind of planning ahead because you're running a business and there's things that come up in the future you're not aware of now. I always recommend this one. So you want to click Order Now and you choose a site or choose a plan, and now you're ready to register your domain. So you're going to want to, the name you've chosen for your domain, I recommend that you Google it and see if there's anything sitting on there. If it doesn't look like a company website, if it looks like maybe just like some advertising, then you're probably good. Go ahead and put the name here for your website, whatever it is, .com. I recommend .com. And then click step 2. If this name is taken, then it will not let you move on further. But then you're going to want to go to step 2. And from there you're going to sign up for the hosting. There's a couple more steps. I want you to go through them and I will meet you on the other side. And once you're through the registration process, now you are at your cPanel, which will look like this. Now before I move on, let me tell you something else. Let me just take you back to HostGator. If you have any problems whatsoever with signing up, I want you to come to hostgator.com again, and I want you to call the toll-free number. They're very good at helping you, very, very good at helping you. Or you can choose the live chat where you can instant message with them. It'll pop up on your screen. But I would go straight for the telephone because they'll walk you through any process, through any of these steps. If you have problems, they will help you. They've helped me many, 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 many times, and they always get me through so I can keep moving forward. Okay, so let's go back. You are at your cPanel. And what you're going to want to do, we're going to install WordPress now. So you're going to scroll down here until you find website traffic, and your website's going to be named right here. Now, as I said, I have several websites. I'm going to choose the one that I'm going to use for our demonstration. Okay, and we want to scroll down here until we see, let me just make sure. Yes, until we see Fantastico Deluxe. I want you to click this. There we go. Okay. When you get to this panel, I want you to come to the left-hand side. And here it is. We're looking for the word WordPress. We are going to click this. It's going to help us very quickly install this. So we don't have to know what it's doing. You just need to know what to click right now. Okay. So now you're going to see this sort of information. You won't see this because this is because I have several different sites on here. You're just going to see your one. Let's see. And you're going to go with new installation. Okay. Now this is where it's going to say your website domain. I'm going to again go to find mine and make sure I've got the right one. Okay. And you can leave this blank. It says leave empty to install it to the root directory. Leave that blank. Now here's where you're going to choose your username. Every time you come to WordPress, you're going to log in. So you're choosing a name. So you can choose admin, and you can choose password of anything you like. For now, I'm just going to use admin social. So my username is admin, my password is admin social. I highly recommend you write that down. You'll get an email as well, but I always write these things down just so I've got them. And for your admin nickname, go ahead and put your name, because when you write posts, it will show up that you have written the post. You can use one name or two, first name and last name, your choice. And then let's make sure, and then I'm going to say install WordPress. And then finish installation. This means that everything went okay. You don't really need to know anything besides that. Once it says finish installation, I will click that. And it takes a minute. WordPress is, like I said, this is wonderful because we don't need to know coding, we don't need to know anything. What it's doing, it's putting all of the technical files we need onto our hosting so that we can start building our website. And if it takes a couple minutes longer, what I'll probably do is meet you on the other side. So I'm going to let this process, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, so when yours was done processing, you will have seen a couple of fields, at the bottom of your screen that said take me to the WordPress, and one that said if you want information emailed to you, put your email here. You definitely want to put your email in that field and have that emailed to you. It's information, it's technical information and username and password information, and when you get that email, I want you to print it and put it somewhere safe. I want you also to put it somewhere on your computer in a file, because you may not need this information for a couple of years, but suddenly when you do, you'll know where it is. It'll be information about who the host is, where the domain is, and how to get to those on the internet, so that anybody who ever works on your website will need that information. Once you've done that, it may take a day or two for your website to show up on your domain. Mine should show up. What was it called again? Social media. Oh, right. Mine should show up because I've had this domain before now. But it'll take a couple days when you buy a domain for it to show up with your installation of WordPress on it. But this is what you'll see. You'll see a generic theme for WordPress that we're going to move and change things around and all kinds of good stuff. If after 2 days you don't see this on your address that you just bought, your domain, then you're going to want to call HostGator at that number again and tell them where you're at, tell them the steps you took, and they are very, very good at helping people who don't know anything about code or anything about technical things. They're very good at helping every level of technical user get into the files that you need and figure out how to move forward. So if you tell them, I don't see my domain there, they'll go look in your files, they'll see what's happening, and they'll tell you what's going on with that, and they'll tell you what to do next. You can also always email me. I'm happy to help. So anyway, once yours does show up, it's going to look like this. I want to show you now how you're going to get to the dashboard where all the work is going to be done. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take the name of your website. It's cut off here, and I apologize, but it'll say HTTP, and then the name of your / then the name of your website / WP-admin. This you'll use over and over and over and over again, because this is how you'll always get into the place where you're going to make changes and put your posts and things like that. So I'm going to hit enter, and I will be brought to this screen. It's always going to look like this for you. I'm going to put in that password that I made up, and my password was admin social, I do believe, and yours will be whatever you chose. And we are at the dashboard. Now you can't see all of it right now, but in the next video I'm going to show you starting from this point how it is that you'll start changing the appearance and all of the different things we need to do to get your website rolling. The most technical stuff is over. That's the good news. So now we can get on to the fun stuff.